Well, hey everybody, it's your boy Crunchy Frog here again. We go from the end to way below the earth. You see, what I gotta do is I gotta collect a whole bunch of this stuff so I can build my tower up. My house, my tower, whatever. What's this? Oh, looks like we got a cavern. Let's go and block it off here. Try to keep some of these rascals from coming out here and bothering me. Anybody? Anybody? Well, there might be somebody in here. Oh, it's a cave. Might not hurt to get my bow ready. Okay, well, we'll just keep on digging. Somebody comes down to join us, and they join us. Let them join the party. I'll probably hit them with my pickaxe. A panicked frenzy. See, this is my fortune? Yeah, this is my fortune. Trying to make a hallway around here. But mainly what I'm trying to do is get a whole bunch of blocks so I can build my house up taller. See, my plans are, I want to build a mob farm. You may be wondering, at this point of the game there, Crunchy Frog, why do you want to go build yourself a mob farm? Isn't that a lot of trouble? Well, I gotta tell you, it's like this. I have an elytra now. And I need gunpowder to make rockets. It's as simple as that, really. I'm gonna try to make this look like a semi-decent looking hallway around here. There we go. Oh, it's all dark in here all of a sudden. Okay. But anyway, I want to build my tower up, and it's got to be pretty tall to have a mob farm at the top. I want to get plenty of gunpowder, and I got to get some stuff. Now, I got a whole bunch of levels right now. As you can see, my levels are a little bit lower than they were the last time you saw me, because I went and I put mending and unbreaking on a pair of elytra. A pair of elytras I can't really fly without rockets. So, the order of business is get a mob farm going, get a sugarcane farm going, so I can make all the rockets my little heart desires. And I probably would have done all this stuff off camera, except that, well, I've been a little bit busy today. I make one of these videos a day, and this is my first chance actually being able to get onto Minecraft today. Yesterday, what I did was I played a little bit off camera. I had to put all my loot from the end cities away, and I had to clean up my inventory and make my shulker boxes. And while I was making my shulker boxes, I realized I could only dye a certain number of them. I think I need to get 4 more colors of dye. So I like to dye my shulker boxes different colors, so that way I know what's inside each and every one of them. I have a very precise and complex color coding system. And then you can just carry everything you need around in your ender chest. So I figured, well, I like mining. And if you don't mind listening to me yap while I'm mining, I figured I'd just make a mining video today. Tomorrow's video will be considerably more exciting, I'm sure, but as it stands right now, I gotta get blocks. And I chose deep slate for my tower, and I kind of wish I chose stone. But it's in the early game, deep slate looks a lot nicer than cobble. I mean, you can smelt the cobble, but I'm a little coal poor. I don't know if you noticed that. I didn't have the Stony Peak start, and so I don't have a lot of coal. So I can't go smelting a bunch of cobblestone. And I just recently got my Silk Touch pickaxe. Great thing about deep slate is deep slate in cobble form can be crafted into all different kinds of deep slate blocks, as I'm sure you know. And so early game, when you first make your diamond mine, it's one of the nicer blocks to build your stuff out of, so that's why I started building my tower out of it. I have regrets. One of those regrets is that I used spruce wood to make the fence posts. Should have used birch, something that contrasted a little bit more with the deep slate. And I don't know, maybe I'll go around and replace all my windows with birch posts. Or maybe I'll just use glass, I don't know. But see, I can do all these things now because I no longer have to hurry up and get to the end and kill that blasted dragon. But I did it. I got it out of the way. And so everything from here on out is going to be a lot more casual and relaxed. So just kick back. You know, make yourself a bologna sandwich. Oh man, when was the last time that you ate a bologna sandwich? I can't rightly remember. You know, I had a friend in one of my old Star Wars Commander clans, and they're called squads in Star Wars Commander. Star Wars Commander is very much like Clash of Clans, except it uses Star Wars units instead of dragons and barbarians and stuff like that. It's a very cool game, but I had a squad, and I had a fellow in the squad with me from Hawaii. And all he ever talked about was how much he loved spam. Spam, spam, spam. Evidently, that's a big thing over in Hawaii, evidently, is spam, because when our Navy was stationed there during World War II, they introduced spam to the natives. And it went over big. Yeah, he got me thinking about spam so much that I actually went out and I bought some spam and thought, well, I'll give it a try. I always thought it was one of those processed meat, disgusting, glorified hot dog kind of things. It turns out spam is actually not like hot dogs. They don't use the trash parts of the meat to make the spam. And welcome to the Spam and Mining channel, where Crunchy Frog will inform you about spam as he mines through the deep slate layers. It's pretty amazing I haven't found a single diamond yet, right? I was expecting to find at least a couple diamonds doing this. But you just never know. Sometimes you're lucky. But that's okay, because I'm really just after blocks, man. I just want to get a ton of deep slate. I figured with a full inventory of deep slate, let's see how much I got now. Yeah, I'm getting there. But I'm figuring with a full inventory of deep slate that I'll have enough to get a good start going on my tower. I gotta build that thing up high. You know? That's gonna be one tall tower. But I kind of like the idea of having my mob farm at the top of the tower I'm living in, you know? I kind of liked how close that last mob farm was in the hardcore world previous to this one. The one that I lost when I went to the Nether. And I came so very close to making it back from the Nether. And I got ambushed by 3 skeletons and a magma cube. I never stood a chance. I went ahead and I saw that footage over again, I didn't realize that there was a skeleton wearing leather armor off to the side, and he was nailing me too. I was wondering, how are these arrows doing so much damage? It's because there were 3 different skeletons nailing me at once. You know, in-game, of course. And it was not good. And just when I thought I could find some shelter and eat something and regenerate some health, the magma cube comes up from behind me and finishes me off. That's just... It was just a lovely thing. But in that playthrough, I had a nice mob farm that was very close. It was sort of connected to my house, kind of. And I really liked it. It was a sweet setup. I loved that world. I was really upset when I lost that world. I had come to love that world. I wanted that to be my... Never plan on having a forever world in hardcore mode. Just don't plan on that. You know, save yourself the disappointment. Now we're going to see how far I can go with this world. You think, well, you beat the dragon. Yeah, but there's other things I haven't done yet in hardcore mode that I have done in regular mode. And one of those things that's sort of nagging at the back of my mind as a future challenge for me would be defeating the Wither. Now, I've never done that in Java. I have done it several times in Bedrock, and in Bedrock it's basically impossible in Bedrock, really, especially when you're playing on a phone. You're playing Minecraft Pocket Edition. If you just try to beat the Wither like everybody else does, then you're going to end up dying. But I'd really like to sort of fight the Wither at least one time. I don't know if I want to do it in a hardcore world, though. I think I should practice first on a regular survival world. Ah, diamonds. So here you are, finally. I had to dig a long way to reach you guys. But yeah, in Java, evidently you can actually fight the Wither like a normal thing. You, like, dig out a long tunnel. See, if you want to beat the Wither in Bedrock, you pretty much have to cheese it, you know? You spawn the Wither in the end underneath the end portal. You know, I'm sure you've all seen this little cheesy method. Oh man, I better not put the torch there. There's diamonds up there. You cast a little light on the situation. It was an 8 cluster, and that translates into 21 diamonds using Fortune 3. Excellent. Oh, that's going to bother me now. I have to place them like this. It's just... Yeah, a while back I saw a video. I forget who made it. It was a Minecraft YouTuber, but he wasn't a really well-known one. And the whole video was just him seeing if he could... how many diamonds he would get if he tunneled for 10,000 blocks. And he was just doing a little 1x2 tunnel. He wasn't doing a 3x3 like this. He was doing a much smaller tunnel, but he was going for 10,000 blocks, and he wanted to see how many diamonds he'd accumulate. And strangely enough, I watched the whole video. I found mining for diamonds to be very relaxing and fascinating, and I don't know. Figured I'd just go ahead and make a video like this, where I'm not even speeding it up. We're just yapping and digging for diamonds. A very rare thing right now is happening. It's raining outside. We're having a regular thunderstorm and weather. And San Antonio, Texas, it's a pretty rare thing. But this is the time of the year when it usually happens. Tell you what, all the little critters sure do love it when it rains. So you go outside and It'll be like a mud puddle, a dirty old filthy mud puddle on the ground. And there'll be all these birds gathered around it and wading through it and shaking their feathers and just loving it. Oh boy, look at this. Well, looky here, I'm full. You know what? I'm going to toss this flint. Let's say goodbye to that flint. I don't need it. That way we can hold one more stack before heading topside. Ooh, gold. You know, I'm hearing lava. We are definitely approaching lava. But anyway, like I was saying, maybe sometime in the future I might want to take on that wither boss. Another thing is I haven't gone into the deep dark with you guys. Now I could take you into the deep dark at some point, but I don't know. See, when I'm in the deep dark, I find it to be incredibly boring. You know? You're just sneaking around, putting wool on everything. You know, cringing every time you hear a detector or a shrieker or something. I can usually go through a whole end city, loot the whole thing, and get out of there, and probably only hear the shrieker once. I've never actually had a warden come popping out at me. So, I've never dealt with the warden. Maybe in a non-hardcore world, I could go down there and in one of my other worlds, I could go and trigger a warden and have some fun, but I sort of like playing in this hardcore world right now. I got some stuff I want to accomplish here. I want to build this tower up, put a mob farm in the top of it. So you know how it flares out close to the top? That's a thing that I'm going to be doing. The further up I go, the more I'm going to step by step just flare it out. And by the time it gets up to mob farm height, then it'll be I'll have plenty of space, put a mob farm in it. Isn't it crazy I gotta walk the whole way over here to go down my mine shaft? That's craziness. Oh, look. What a pleasant sight. I come home to see Rosie O'Donnell waiting for me. Hey there, pups. Hey, cats. You know what? I guess I'll let you stay in here because you're the survivor, kitty. That cat. I'm always opening these things even though I have pressure plates. I'm always screwing myself up by doing that. I instinctively reach out to open the door. And these girls have to stay outside. This is the witch's kitty over here. And this is just this stupid cat that I rescued over there in the cliffs over there. Oh, look, it's evening time. I think I'll go ask Survivor Kitty to get me a present tonight. Hey, sweetie, we're going to unseat you. Yeah, you're free to get me presents. Okay, we're going to turn all these blocks into bricks. Here we go, a total of 32 diamonds. Well, did you get me anything? Zombie flesh? Why in tarnation would you get me zombie flesh, you silly cat? Okay. Let's get some ladders. Goodness, zombie flesh. This stupid cat. All right. Well, we'll get a little building in this episode. We'll do a little building. Wait a second. Is there anybody? Any visitors? Nope. Okay. Whatever. Okay. Man, I really should put my elytra on when I'm working up in these kinds of heights. Right? Just as a safety precaution. I think we'll build one more row of windows at this level, and then we'll go ahead and flare it out a little bit. Taper the walls outward, which is very weird and unnatural if you think about it, you know? Normally, towers, they taper inward. This one's going to taper outwards, because I need a little extra room. Okay. See, you wouldn't want to be playing hardcore in Bedrock, because stuff like this is just... Bedrock's a little bit glitchy. Sometimes you just fall off of stuff. Seriously. Sometimes you become unsneaky and you just fall off of stuff in Bedrock. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and do this. Anyway, I guess that's going to be it for now. Thanks for coming along, and I hope I'll see you guys next time.